The Vallarta Botanical Garden is a 120 hectares nature preserve and award-winning botanical garden. It is located 24 kilometers south of Puerto Vallarta. The drive to the gardens takes approximately 30 minutes from Old Town PV. Founded in 2005, the garden is the perfect place to experience the amazing plants and wildlife of Mexico in a world-class setting. The garden is a hotspot for birdwatching, with over 230 different species of birds documented there. Puerto Vallarta is incredibly rich in bird diversity, including stunningly spectacular species ranging from the glittery, minuscule golden-crowned emerald hummingbird to the raucous and flamboyant military macaw. Over 300 species of birds can be observed in and around the Puerto Vallarta region. One of our favorite times to go birdwatching is March, when the weather is idyllic, yet many of our deciduous trees are denuded of vegetation, giving us clear views through the forest. Rhododendrons grow in Mexico. The Vallarta Botanical Garden has the largest collection of rhododendrons in Mexico. Located on the upper level of the visitor center, the Hacienda de Oro serves guests traditional Mexican fare accompanied by a fully stocked bar. Be amazed as hummingbirds drink from handheld feeders as you enjoy the drink of your choice. You will not want to miss the Vallarta Conservatory of Orchids and Native Plants, where you will find different types of orchids. The Vallarta Botanical Gardens is one of the few gardens in Mexico that has its own in vitro culture laboratory. Vallarta currently holds a monopoly on Magnolia vallartensis, with the two plants in the conservatory the only ones in the world on public display. The vanilla orchid is native to Mexico, including the region around Puerto Vallarta. The first vanilla bean harvest occurs approximately 3 years after establishing a plantation. A walk through the vanilla plantation is a beautiful and interactive learning experience. April and May is the blooming period, when they will be busy pollinating the vanilla orchid blooms. Once pollinated, the beans ripen on the vine for approximately 8 months. The harvest is done by hand on a daily basis when a change of color is perceived, from a bright green to a yellowish green, at the tip of the fruit, after which they are dried and packaged for sale. There are several hiking trails within the garden, the most being easy or a moderate degree of difficulty. The Riverwalk Jaguar Trail takes you down to the Los Horcones River, where you can cool off or swim in one of the river's pools. Mexico leads the world in cactus and agave diversity and is home to a wealth of other succulents. The state of Jalisco is home to a vast number of these incredible plants. Upon successful completion of the cactus and succulent plant project, the garden cultivates these plants to their full potential to create inspirational displays for visitors to enjoy. In the cacti and succulent plant area, you'll see plants that show adaptations to conserve water in those arid lands. Also on site, agave plants, which you are most likely familiar with thanks to some very Mexican beverages, tequila, mezcal, raicilla, sotol, pulque, and others. The Vallarta Botanical Garden was awarded the prestigious Garden Excellence Award for 2022, presented by the American Public Gardens Association, North America's most important public garden organization. This marks the first time that any garden outside the U.S. has received this coveted honor. Vallarta Botanical Garden will host a festival celebrating two important plant species native to the rainforests of Mexico: chocolate and vanilla. The cacao bean, the basis of cocoa and chocolate, is one of Mexico's many culinary gifts to the world. Cacao beans come from the cacao tree, which literally means food of the gods. Since cacao trees and vanilla plants are abundant at the Vallarta Botanical Garden, what better place to celebrate some of Mexico's most traditional ancestral delights? For the past several years, the garden has been purchasing parcels of land that adjoin the garden. These land purchases are not intended for an expansion of the garden, but are a buffer zone that will forever remain in its pristine state. These land purchases will provide a safe haven for animals and plants safe from the incursion of civilization, and allow these creatures to live their lives in a manner intended for them. In the garden gift shop, you're sure to find a unique and beautiful Made in Mexico souvenir to remember your magic day at Vallarta Botanical Garden. As you wander around the garden, you'll notice benches where you may sit, relax, and take in the beauty of the immediate area. Listen to the birds and the gentle breezes, and let your mind catch up with your body. Vallarta Botanical Garden plays a vital role in a decade-long conservation project for the emblematic military macaw. The Artificial Nest Box project has provided a vital link in the reproduction of this apex species, and wild military macaws can be seen daily at the Botanical Garden. From a world-class facility in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, Vallarta Botanical Garden provides an unprecedented opportunity to share the wonder of the vast diversity of Mexico's unrivaled and unique plant species with people from around the world.